So I just want to welcome you all to our Tuesday night Zoom and just to say thanks for jumping on and joining us. What we call our Zoom, the Great Escape, and basically we come together to share, an amazing opportunity that we have through an amazing product and program that's all about whole food and health. And basically we use this vehicle to create lifestyle freedom and time freedom for ourselves. So my story is, my name's Kate Robinson, and I'm really pleased to present this Zoom tonight with some of my team that are on here. And I basically got introduced to the products of Juice Plus in September 2014 by my personal trainer, Lorian. And he came across the products and the program of the Juicy Body Transformation program through one of his clients, and they came to him and said that they were going to do a cleanse, and he thought it was one of those things, and he told her not to do it and just said, just eat real food and train and exercise and you'll be fine. And funnily enough, she went against his advice and did it anyway, and she started to see some really great results with her energy and also with her fat loss and her body composition, I guess, and also her energy at training. And he started to notice that, and he asked her what she was doing, what had changed. And she said, well, that program that you told me not to do, the cleanse, I went and did it anyway. So Lorian actually took a look into it to find out what was wrong with it. And when he took a closer look, he really couldn't find that there was anything wrong with it, because basically it was a whole food product and it was a clean eating guide that really just helped bring more fruits and vegetables and whole foods into our diet in a really easy way. So, when he looked into it further and he loved what he saw, he wanted to then share it with his clients. And I was one of those clients at the time. So I took a look at the products and they just made sense to me, because basically we only have 3 products, which I love. And our main product are the Juice Plus capsules, the premium blend capsules. And there they are there. They're the fruit, veg and berry capsules. And all they are is whole fruits, veggies and berries that have been allowed to vine ripen to their height of nutrition before they're picked. And then on the farms, they're emancipated and the water and sugar is extracted. And then the fibers of what's left of the plants are dried at really low temperatures and encapsulated. So what you have is 27 varieties of fruits, veggies and berries, a rainbow variety that I was then able to add into my diet on a daily basis. And it just made sense to me, because I knew I wasn't eating the recommended of 5 serves of vegetables and 2 to 3 serves of fruit every day. And I knew that even if I did get that in, it generally wasn't enough for the lifestyle that I was living, which included working full time and training and exercise. I actually needed to be eating more around 12 to 13 serves a day, and that was near impossible. So for me, it made total sense. And also my husband's a celiac, so I knew he really struggled with nutrition and absorbing nutrients from food. So this was a way where we could bridge the gap in our diet of what we should be eating, but what we were actually eating on a daily basis. And, what I loved about Juice Plus when I looked into it is that it really is the company with the heart, and it has an amazing program called the Child Health Study, and it's the largest child health study in the world, where we actually, as an adult on the capsules, we get to sponsor a child aged between the ages of 4 and 18 to receive the child's product for free. So we have the chewable products, which is the fruit and veggie chews. And basically in here is 17 varieties of fruits and vegetables, exactly the same process to make these. And the only thing that's added is some fruit juice and tapioca to make them chewable for kids. So they're 100% whole foods. They're vegan. There's nothing artificial. And for me, it was peace of mind that my children were getting 17 varieties of fruits and vegetables every day, and whatever else we ate in our family, was a bonus. You know, this just bridged the gap, and then all the fruits and vegetables that we ate on top of it was just building on our nutrition and our vitality levels, basically. So I love the fruit and the veggie chews, and the kids who, as they get older into teenage years, can actually get the capsules and move on to the capsules, and they get sponsored on this program for 4 years for free. So I absolutely love that, and it made total sense to me. So the chews and the capsules work on our micronutrition, so getting to our cellular level and restoring and repairing the body. And I love the fact that our products are also clinically researched. So there are over 20 double-blind clinical studies done on our products. They've been tested in universities around the world on a range of health related studies. So I love that, and they've also been published in, you know, the world's leading health journals, and that's all accessible. You can read those journals, you can purchase those journals. So I love the fact that it's studied, and it's studied to you know, if you love science out there and you're a science nut, you can go and read those studies and read what it's been researched against. But you know, some of the key things that really stood out to me was it is being studied to increase the immune measure. And that was done across 4 different subjects, different studies. And it's also clinically proven to reduce systemic inflammation in the body as well. So that was really important to me as well. And our third product is what we call our Juice Plus Complete. And this is this works on our macronutrition, and it's a whole food powder. And what I love about this is it really bridges the gap in our diet on a daily basis. So I know for my husband and I, breakfast of a morning in our household was always really difficult. With 2 kids, and we were both heading off to work, you know, the best nutrition that we would get, which was no nutrition at all, you know, coffee and toast. But now we get to add 20 varieties of plants on a daily basis in the morning. And it's really our smoothie booster. Sorry, I've just got a little one in here. Sorry about that. Little walk in, should be in bed. So yeah, what I love about this is we get to add this to our smoothie every morning and really boost up, you know, the nutrition that we're getting on a daily basis to start our day. And it all comes from plants. So it's vegan, it's whole food, it's GMO free, and it's just packed with amazing superfoods that I was not eating prior to introducing Juice Plus. There's things in here like ancient grains, amaranth, quinoa, organic millet. There's also amazing soy protein, chick protein, pea protein, and it's just amazing. It's also it also has vitamin B and niacin, which is just amazing, you know, mood boosters basically. So I love adding this, and I love having it as a meal on the run when I'm running the kids around of an afternoon to after school sports. So it's really helped us and saved our family. I even chuck it in the blender for the kids as a chocolate drink, and they're getting plants and they don't even know it. So I love that. The other thing that we have, which is totally free for all of our customers, which just adds the most amazing value, is our Juicy Body Transformation Program. Now this program, I've got it printed out, but it comes as an ebook, so you can have it on your iPad or your iPhone. And this is the amazing clean eating guide. So it basically takes, you know, your nutrition, your macronutrition to a different level altogether. It was put together by Kira Westwick, who was a top 10 finalist on MasterChef a few seasons ago. And she's a foodie and she loves clean eating and whole foods. And she came back after MasterChef and she put together this guide, which really makes it easy and family friendly for everybody to include more whole, clean foods on a daily basis. So I love this. This is just one of the guides that we have available. There's also another recipe book. There's meal plans, there's workouts, there's pantry items. So the value for our customers is just amazing. And I love the fact that the JVT program has a support group. And, you know, once you're in that support group, you're in it for life. So we're really all about lifestyle change and lifestyle change for life. So it's not a 12-week program. You don't get kicked out. You have access to this forever. So, you know, if whole food nutrition, clean eating and the health is really what you're about, I love this because you have access to it forever. So it's really cool. You know, and it's made a huge difference to my life and my family's life. But I think it'd be really awesome to hear some other amazing stories out there of people that, you know, have taken the product and their families are also taking the product as well. And the first story I'd love to hear from is Bree. Bree's actually launching her business tonight as well. So not only is she on the amazing products and program, but she's also launched her business. So I'll just find you, hun.
Hi. I wasn't actually prepared. I wasn't thinking I was speaking tonight. Sorry about that.
So just tell us a little bit about, you know, being on the products these last couple of weeks and how they've, you know, fitted in with your life and your family and you know, what you've loved so far about them and what you're excited about.
Okay, yeah. So basically I've been taking them for 3 weeks now, or close to 3 weeks. I'm loving it. I noticed within 5 days my skin was clearing up. I lost 1 kilo in a week without doing anything at all. I was eating quite crappy, really. And yeah, I've just been overall just feeling really quite good. I didn't have them yesterday, and I did actually notice a difference with not having them. So obviously they are doing something by eating all the fruit and veggies that I definitely don't get in my diet. And yeah, but what else do you want to know? That's about it, really. I haven't got my kids on them yet, but I definitely will be putting my kids on them very, very soon. So, because, yeah, I just 100% believe in them. So
that's awesome. Thanks, Bree.
Okay.
So we might hand over, I'll just find one of our other friends out there, Mon, who's going to share her product story. Hi, Mon.
Hey, how you going?
Good, how are you?
Good. Okay, so I've been taking Juice Plus probably close to a year now. Before I was actually taking Juice Plus, this is something I've actually noticed within the last few weeks, actually. I had really bad gut health. I found no matter what I ate, like I always got reflux and just had a lot of issues with heartburn and things like that. And at first, I guess I didn't really notice the change when I first started Juice Plus. But it wasn't until like within the last few weeks that I really noticed what Juice Plus has actually done for my gut health. I have recently just had a really bad virus and have been really unwell. I was bedridden, ended up at ED 2 nights in a row on copious amounts of, you know, Panadol and Nurofen to bring my fevers down. I've been on antibiotics. So as you know, all that stuff just really affects your gut health. So I've just noticed that obviously with having to add those things into me just in the last few weeks, my gut health has gone bad again. But obviously I had gotten it to a good point using Juice Plus, and it's just little things like that that you don't really notice straight away, but when it actually affects you again, you notice just how great the product actually is and what it can do for you. Other things that I've noticed is obviously my skin is far clearer. I've always been really fanatical. Excuse me, darling, I'm on the phone. I will get to you in a second, okay? Okay, we'll go get some kind of fridge. Sorry, guys. Just go get a yogurt. Go get a yogurt.
How much can I eat?
Just go get something to eat, please. I'm on the phone.
A treat.
Okay, just yes. Sorry, guys.
It's all good.
He's conned me into a treat. I'm a skin therapist, so I'm very fanatical about my skin anyway. So I've always looked after my skin from an external point of view, but always found that even looking after it from an external point of view, I did sometimes have problems with my skin. But since being on Juice Plus, like my skin is so clear and it actually is radiant. Like my skin actually glows, which is really great. And obviously it just helps with my, me as a skin therapist to actually have good skin. other things I've noticed is I've always had trouble growing my nails. Like they always sort of get to one point and they'll just flake and break. Now my nails just keep growing and I have to keep cutting them back because they just continue to grow and grow and grow. Same with my hair. My regrowth is ridiculous. Like every 3 weeks I have to do my regrowth because my hair grows that fast.
Awesome.
Also,
Thanks for sharing that. Appreciate it. We'll move on now. So I'm going to reach out to Lorian as well, who's on here, who first shared the product with me, and see if he can share, just what attracted him to Juice Plus and why he started taking it for himself as well as offering it to his clients.
Hey guys, yeah, I've been taking Juice Plus for about 2 years now. First came across it through a client of mine who got some amazing results. She lost like 12 kilos of body fat in about 12 weeks, had incredible psoriasis all over her hands and feet that the doctors couldn't do anything about, and that all cleared up as well. So yeah, I just got me pretty curious about that. I originally told her not to do the program. I didn't think that people needed this stuff, but it sure proved me wrong. And it took me a while to start taking it myself. I'm a pretty skeptical person when it comes to anything. I think in the beginning I just noticed I had a bit more energy, wasn't having those afternoon naps, but I kind of just flobbed it off to maybe I just slept well, or I couldn't be the juice class, but after 4 months of me not getting sick anymore, that was a huge thing for me. My immune system's never been that great. From training and lots of antibiotics when I was a kid and partying in my 20s and all that sort of stuff, my immune system took a hiding. So, every 3 or 4 months I'd get like a chest infection or tonsillitis and all those sort of upper respiratory sort of things. And we went to Vegas for a big conference, and it's all smoky there, and we're in air conditioning all the time, and anytime that would happen, I'd have to take antibiotics because my immune system was never strong enough to fight it off. And so we came back from that conference, and it was actually the first time that I haven't had to take antibiotics. And now 2 years in, like I never get sick. I can't even remember the last time I got sick. I think I've been sick once in 2 years because we're in freezing cold temperatures, and but even then I got over it a lot quicker. So yeah, for me it's been a godsend. And I used to take all the naturopathic stuff under the sun. You wouldn't believe it, and like nothing's ever really made a difference. And so Juice Plus is like the first time that I've really noticed a noticeable difference with my immune system. So it's incredible.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Lorian. So, that's just a bit about our amazing products of Juice Plus and also the Juicy Body Transformation Program, which, as Lorian said, his client used to help move that 12% fat. That's an amazing program to team up with the fruits and veggies and berry capsules, and also to really get that result. So, we use, I was on the program and the products for 6 months before I started my business with Juice Plus, and now I use it as a vehicle basically to, which I've, used to create an income from home. And, now we're just going to talk about that business behind Juice Plus and how we've all made that happen. So I'm going to hand over to Danielle, who's going to share with us, some of the common myths, I guess, and misconceptions that come up with our business.
Hey guys, how you going?
Hey Danielle.
So, hey. So basically, I've been in the company now for about 3 months. When I was first introduced to the business, the actual products themselves made 100% sense, so that was a no-brainer really to hop on those. But I suppose at the start I was a little bit skeptical about the business side of things, and I suppose that's a question that does arise at times that is it one of those pyramid schemes or, one of those things. I can safely say that it's definitely not one of those. They were banned in the 1970s, and our business has been around for over 40 years now, so I'm sure if they were doing anything dodgy, they would have been caught out by now. So if we look at a traditional business style, I'll use my old job. So I worked in a surf store. So we just had our sales assistants down here. Then we had a store manager there, then an area manager, and then we had a CEO. There wasn't many spots up on these ranks, maybe 2 or 3, and we were stepping on each other's toes, to try to get to these spots. We were definitely never going to get to a CEO position because that was actually the owner. So we were never, ever, ever going to get there. And there's no room even, up here to go anywhere. So basically, if we look at our business, it's upside down. So we start off as a virtual franchisee, and then we go to an MD, so National Marketing Director. And as you can see, there is so much room up the top for everybody to get to. So, and the best thing about what we do is that everybody helps each other to get to that one spot. So that's the beauty about, what we do. It's endless, really. Thanks, guys. I'm going to hand over to Mel now, who's going to also tell us how our business grows.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, Mel.
Hey, Mel.
Hey, got the Olympics on in the background. I'm watching the horses. Anyway, that's what I love about this business is that you can do it from anywhere at any time. I've done this little segment a few times now, a lot of the times from work as well. But the thing that I really love about this business is, the thing that kind of gets me actually is when you work in a full-time normal position at a JOB, you get 4 weeks worth of paid leave every year. And I know that last year I was quite sick and I had to use, I used up all my sick pay because you only get 2 weeks worth of sick pay over that 12 months as well. So I had to use some of that sick pay, some of my holiday pay, to cover my sick pay. And then my kids get sick and, you run out of all these sick days and holiday days really quickly. The thing that I love about this business is that, you can go on holidays, you can be sick, you can, just kind of take a step back for a couple of weeks and your business keeps on growing. So basically I want to share the way that it does that, and we call that the popcorn effect. So I've just got my little bit of paper because my kids have hidden my whiteboard. So I'll start off with Lorian, who spoke earlier. And okay, so Lorian joined the business. That's him here. And then Lorian introduced Kate to the business. Introduced Kate, the lovely Kate who's been hosting tonight. So Lorian introduced Kate to the business, who then introduced Michaela to the business, all the way over in the UK. She's doing really well from all the way over there. So Michaela then introduced my sister to the business, Julia, who then introduced me. Now, Kate has also introduced another couple of lovely ladies that are on tonight. So we have got Sam and we've got Natalie, who I saw on there as well. Michaela's got another couple of people. She's got another girl called Kate. I can't remember any of her other girls' names at the moment, but anyway, she's got, a couple of other girls over in the UK and some over here. And then you've got my sister Julia, who introduced it to my mum. I've introduced it to my dad. Then you've got Sam, who's got another few ladies who are on here tonight also. And then you've got Natalie, and she's got a team going. So as you can see, it just goes off like popcorn. You start off with a small amount of seeds and it just keeps on popping. So you can kind of step back for a couple of weeks and your business just keeps on growing and you keep on getting paid.
That's awesome. Thanks, Mel. And yeah, you're right. I mean, this business is amazing how you link arms with people anywhere in the world, and you get to teach and help and coach them through an amazing system that we have that makes this business super simple. Anyone can do it, no matter what your background or where you come from. And all we do is we link arms and we work together and we help each other. And you know, the next thing that we're going to share tonight is the really fun and exciting part of our business, basically how we get paid. And you know, Sam, our wonderful Sam, I'm going to spotlight her and she's going to share that fun part.
Hi guys, thanks for having me on. I'm struggling through this a bit tonight because I've done a big workout and my arms are really sore, so just bear with me. So yeah, I'm going to share about how we get paid. So like the guys have said, our business is super simple. We basically just work on a system where we use the product, we talk about it, and we recommend it to people. So it's not something where you're feeling like you have to sell and push things. It's literally just sharing the experience. So the three ways that we get paid are we get paid retail. So that's when we personally are, sharing the product with our friends and family, or someone's come to us because they've seen us talking about it, or heard us talking about it, I should say. So the company pays us a reward basically for sharing the product with them. We also get paid a commission. So like you saw with Mel, once you've shared the business with a few people, when they start to then share the products, you get a commission off that. And then we also get paid bonuses. So I love bonuses. Like in our team, we call the bonuses our fun money. So it's something that you have to go and spoil yourself, because I think usually, when it comes to finances, we like to be a bit sensible and make sure we've paid off the credit card or paid off that bill. But with our bonuses, that's something for you. That's something that you've earned. So it's my shoe fund. That's what I like to call it. So one of I guess the first sort of major level that we get to in the business is SDVF. And when you're reaching SDVF, super cool, you get a $400 bonus. I loved that because basically in that first sort of period of my business, I was able to not only completely pay for my products, but also pay off my business fee, which I don't know if we've discussed that tonight, but it's a grand total of $137.50 to own your own business. So I thought that was pretty awesome, the fact that I was in profit within my first 30 days. The cool thing about this, because this is a teaching business, the person that introduced me to the business was actually rewarded for helping me. So they also got a nice $400 bonus. Now tonight we've got Anthea on, who is going to share a little bit about her journey so far. She's actually one of my girls. So this was pretty cool because she earned the bonus, and so did I. So I'll pass over to you, Flea.
Hi, can everyone hear me okay?
Yep.
Sorry, I've really got to start doing something about my appearance on these things. Yeah, so I got to SDVF just recently, so which was really exciting. Got a nice little bonus, which is awesome. And you've got to thank Sam for persisting with me when I was being a tad melodramatic about the whole situation. But yeah, it's basically, I started when Sam approached me and she said, look, you've got to go down and check out this event. It was really, just kind of to get my foot in the door. I went down there and I spoke to her about it after a little while, and I think it took me about 3 months or so to actually get myself interested in the capsules. She persisted quite a bit with me and my questions and my skepticism. I was brought up with a nurse for a mother, so it was basically take some painkillers and stop whinging about it. So this whole idea of fixing things with fruit and veggies was completely wrong for me, basically. And then I started on the capsules. A few weeks in, I was talking to people about them and getting so excited, and started giving them Sam's Facebook page. And then I got a little bit greedy and said, no, I don't want her to have all of this fun. I want to have it myself. And finally messaged her and said, righto, let's do it. So I got a few different customers and got started, and I'm excited. I've got a couple of girls on board as well. So Sam's taught me to get to SDVF. I've qualified, and I've got one girl who as well. Thankfully, Sam's been teaching with me, and she's about to get to SDVF, so I'm really excited. I get another little bonus and closer to a holiday, and I'm going on a wine tour soon, and I'm going to Queensland. I'm going to go up there and visit all the girls and everything like that. So it's all a bit of fun money and big things to come, hopefully. Buying a house soon, fingers crossed, if I can stop shopping.
Awesome. Thanks, Lee. I look forward to you coming to visit. Well, we can have our wine and wellness chats then.
Yeah.
So the next level in the business that's significant is SC, level number 2, basically. Now, when you get there, same sort of deal. You're getting yourself a nice $600 bonus, and the person that taught you, they're also getting the $600 as well. I don't know if do we have SC? No SC is on tonight. So we'll just skip through that one nice and quickly. The next level is SSC. This is my level, this one. I like this one. So you get a nice $1,200 bonus when you get there. $1,200 is like a pretty cool bonus. I was like, whoa, I've only ever got like $200-300 in my regular job, so that was really sweet. And my very, very good friend Natalie, who introduced me to the business, she also got a nice $1,200 bonus as well. Is she on here to share her story? Yes.
Hello. I finally just got home, so
Well done.
I do have a face, not a photo now. Thanks, guys. Yeah, it is exciting to share. In fact, I get to share that with, you know, my friends and also my sister. It's pretty amazing. So when I started out with Juice Plus just under a year ago now, I guess I didn't grasp the fact of having a business. I started taking the products and having amazing results, and I really just didn't think that I had time. I'm a mum of 2 small children, and I work almost full-time hours and running a house, that it was possible to do a business. And to be honest, I quite frankly didn't have the confidence to do it either. It wasn't until my good friend Sam, we're lucky we get to share this business together, really decided that she was going to do the business, that really pushed my business into its starting game. So it really, I guess, gave me the confidence to say, you know what, I might not know the how and I might not know where it's going to go, but I'm really confident and really excited that I've seen so many people do well before me, that why not me? And why not me have this change for myself and my family to be a better opportunity for them too? So literally fast forward 12 months. I'm coming up to my 12-month anniversary this month. Chatting on Zooms and meeting people all over the world, but yeah, it's definitely been an exciting month, and looking forward to the future for that. So thank you.
Thanks, Nat. Lost a little bit at the end there, but all good. So the next level is, don't worry about what these things stand for. I'm still learning. It's Qualified National Marketing Director. It sounds really cool. It's a nice $1,500 bonus. I'm looking forward to that one. And same deal, person that introduced you and helped you learn the ropes, they get a nice $1,500 bonus as a big thank you too. So I'm going to pass to Kate, who is going to share her story.
Thanks, Sam. So I guess I shared before about being introduced to the products back in September 2014 and haven't missed a day since starting back then. And, you know, when I first saw the business opportunity, which was not long after starting the products, my first objection was I didn't have enough time. My history was I worked full time and I had 2 young children and my husband was working away at the time. So I just thought there's no way I could fit in a part-time business. And it looked amazing. I loved the products in the program, but I just couldn't see myself fitting it in. And so I said no to the business, and I just loved the products in the program and was a happy customer basically. And then, about 6 months in, just being a happy customer, and, I realised that working full time and running around after 2 children, I wasn't actually, creating any time for myself. And I was actually really starting to say no to a lot of things that I loved. And one of those things was training and exercise. And I remember Laurie and my PT said to me, why did you say no to this business? And I kind of had to think about it again, and I thought, what I was doing working full time wasn't actually creating me any freedom. The harder I worked and the more successful I got, the more expectation and the workload got heavier, and I was actually starting to cut out the things that I enjoyed. And so I realized that I wasn't getting what I wanted out of life from that. And, what did I have to lose? I loved the products in the program, and I thought, what if? And so, I really got started, and, it was probably around July last year that I really saw that this opportunity could actually give me a vehicle to create an income that was greater than my salary. And I really set my target on that. And I'm, really, really happy, really proud to say that last week was my final week of work, and I got to retire myself from my full-time job and, really, move into the area of self-employment and work for myself when I want, from anywhere. If I'm sitting in the car waiting while my kids are at swimming training or soccer practice, I can do this business on my mobile phone. And I just love that time freedom and flexibility where I don't have the stress and the pressure of being at a work face or a workplace anymore. I can work for myself and work from anywhere and really support and be a part of my family's life. So, some of the things that, that's the amazing milestone that I've created. But there's also been so much fun that I've had along the way. Last year I got to go to the US, and my passport was expired. There was no way I was going to be traveling overseas in my old life, I call it. And, this opportunity really gave me the ability to, get my passport renewed and travel overseas and have a good look at this opportunity in the US with an amazing bunch of people, and we had a great time. I've also been taken to the Yarra Valley, all expenses paid by Juice Plus, on an amazing leadership retreat. And, from that experience and also the experience in the US, I really got to know how amazing this company is and how it really is the company with the heart. And I've loved the experience and the journey so far, and I just can't wait, to continue to grow and help other people as well. Thanks, Sam.
Thanks, Kate. Nashville, that was fun. I'm jealous of Yarra Valley. Yarra Valley sounds like there was lots of wine and fires and stuff involved. It sounds lovely. All right, so the next major level is National Marketing Director, which when you get there, you're getting a nice, I'm really struggling with this writing, $3,000 bonus. And when you're at a National Marketing Director level, your sponsor or your teacher or friend upline, they don't get a $3,000 bonus because they probably don't get enough money by then. But you, just as a, I guess, give you sort of a picture of what we're looking at there, probably sitting on around between sort of $80,000 to $100,000 residual income. So that's the type of income that makes money when you're having a day off. So it's still there, not hourly pay. And yeah, so that's pretty cool. Pretty funny. This is sort of a learn as you go business. There's actually these other levels that I'm meant to know about. I don't actually know about them. So I'm just going to wing it and then pass over to Laurie, who's probably going to explain it a bit better for you, because I think he's one of them up there. I'm pretty sure
That's fine, Sam. That'll do.
That'll do? Okay, well, I'm going to pass over to Lauren.
Hi, guys. Yeah, thanks for having me on. Like I said before, been a part of the Juice Plus company for about 2 years now. Saw the amazing results that one of my clients got. And it got me super curious about, was there a business behind this? I was at a place where I was working 60 to 70 hours a week. I had 3 credit cards maxed out. I was in debt about 30 to 40 grand at the time, and I just thought, what have I got to lose? 137.50. I might as well give it a crack. And it just started off as probably an hour to 2 hours a day, posting on Facebook, talking to people, stuff that I was kind of doing anyway. And it just started to grow. We went on an amazing trip to Memphis. which really just opened my eyes up to what was kind of possible through a business like this. And so far, we've been on so many holidays into Nashville, Memphis, San Diego, Chicago. I can't even name them all now. It's pretty ridiculous. And being able to retire from my traditional business, earning multiple six figures now through this business. We've got team and customers in 12 different countries. And it's growing at my personal business growing about 30% a month. And it's just, I've watched it go from, $2,000 a month right up to almost 20K a month now, which is just crazy. Really why I do this business is because I know what it's like to struggle. I've been massively in debt in the past. I didn't finish high school. I had a time where I was homeless, and to be able to create the kind of lifestyle and have complete lifestyle freedom and financial freedom now, it's second to none. And to be able to help other people to have that same lifestyle, that's where the true rewards are. And to see Kate and Sam and all these girls on this call and know that I had a part of that, there's no better feeling. So I'm really aware that it all sounds too good to be true, but I wouldn't say it's just happened easily, but anything worthwhile takes time. And I know it's possible, and I truly believe that if I can do this, then anyone can do it. It's just about having desire, being teachable, coachable, and just willing to follow a system. We have an amazing system, and guys. So that's kind of my story. Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, Florian. Awesome. So, guys, thank you very much for jumping on tonight. That's about all that we have to share with you. I guess just on closing, for me, when I first came across this opportunity, I was pretty open to it. But I think if you're at that point where you're getting up each day and dragging yourself to work and pretty much you're looking forward to that weekend, what I can share is what this has given me is definitely, I guess, more of a brighter future. I was definitely asking myself, oh my God, how am I going to work in retail for the next 40 years? Or is this really going to be what life is like? And I'm so glad that I took a second look at it and sort of, I guess, was open to learn about a different way to change my life. And I just figure, like everybody that's on here, we're pretty regular, pretty normal people. We just had an open mind to something that was different and were willing to learn about it. So if there's one part of it that sort of tweaked your interest, or you've just got that little bit of curiosity, I can't say that word, coming into mind and thinking to yourself, what if this could work for me, and what if this does give me either more of what I want or less of what I don't want, definitely reach out to whoever's introduced this to you. And even if you're just new to our team and new to the business, like for me, I've been in this for a year, and I can tell you I'm so glad that I haven't given up, because it really has changed my life. And I'm so lucky that Nat said yes to Kate when Kate was offering it to her, and she was able to share that with me. So thanks, guys. I guess we'll take everybody off mute and have a bit of a chat.